Hello, my name is Jeremy, just your average everyday guy. That is until sometime in my early 30s, I developed a spinal condition known as ankylosing spondylitis. It took me from this, 6 foot tall, to this, not 6 foot tall. But I wasn't going to let that get me down forever, so eventually I kicked some bad habits and started fighting back. I still get some pretty strange looks, but I'm now doing what I love, traveling and adventuring. My goal is to show other people with disabilities or anyone facing challenges that your best days don't have to be behind you and that there's always hope. So thanks for joining me, the Handicapped Hiker.
On the last episode, I explored Scotts Bluff National Monument in western Nebraska, where I got my feet on the original Oregon Trail.
Another day, another KOA.
Today is gonna be a good day. I'm on my way to a special place and one of my favorite national parks. Just east of the Black Hills in Rapid City lies Badlands National Park. First established as a national monument in 1939, it was redesignated a national park in 1978. It protects about 243,000 acres of grasslands, pinnacles, mounds, and eroded buttes. It's also a hotbed for fossil discovery, including many ancient and extinct species. The Park Service also administers the nearby Minuteman Missile National Historic Site, which focuses on the Cold War and our missile defense system. There are even some underground missile silos in the area that you can visit.
Okay, Medicine Route Trail. This is ranked one of the better trails in the park, and it's strange that there's not much here at the trailhead and not very many cars. It's a 4-mile loop, so that might be why it doesn't get a lot of attention. A lot of people coming to the national parks don't want to invest time into a 4-mile trail. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the day, but there's nobody here. I'm not complaining. Let's enjoy the trail. And of course, this time I know to watch out for rattlesnakes, because even though you didn't get to see it, last time I was here, I almost stepped on a rattlesnake on the Castle Trail. We don't want that happening. Okay, so this says Castle Trail here. It probably splits up this way, I believe. Last time I was here, I did the western half of the Castle Trail, and that's all incredible footage that I completely lost. You Beware of rattlesnakes, don't I know it. We're all signed in, let's go. One other person has arrived now. A little overgrown. There is a chance of rain, and that sky is a bit hazy. So we'll have to be real careful. Don't want to get stuck out here in lightning. I mean, we could go over and do something easy like the Notch Trail with 1,000 other people, but that doesn't sound all that fun. If we see lightning, we have got to get out of here. That may be why there aren't many other people on the trail today. Tell you what, this is turning out to be a pretty awesome trail. Surprisingly, there's a lot more water out here than you would think. The desert is alive. You know, from the road, it all just looks like barren desert. You get out here, there's all kinds of life. There appears to be more people coming down the trail now. Well, I do like it when there's other people on the trail. It's always a little weird when you're completely isolated. At least if there's other wildlife, snakes, or anything else to worry about. There's other people walking through here, so I'm not the first one. It's always pretty uncomfortable being the first one down a trail. Last year, I hiked the Castle Trail from the fossil exhibit parking lot all the way to this junction. So now we're going to hike from this junction all the way back the eastern half of the trail.
This was the first national park I ever visited on a road trip with two great friends back in the early 2000s. Since then, I've been back 5 times. In fact, you may remember the lost episode 13 back in season 2? Well, that was filmed here, before losing all of the footage. It's a fairly small park, but I just can't get enough of it. I remember that first time arriving here, and how it made me feel truly far from home for the first time in my young life. I had never seen anything like this before that trip, and it made me understand just how vast and wild most of the world still is. To experience that with good friends at an impressionable age was a special thing. And those are the kind of memories I imagine I'll see if my life ever flashes before my eyes. You can't relive those feelings, but being here reminds me of how far I've come.
I definitely brought water today. Is it a mirage? Nope. It's the parking lot. Thank God.
I generally avoid crowded areas, so I'm just gonna drive the main road, take in some scenic overlooks, then head to the campground to get some work done. Okay, Cedar Pass Campground. Nothing special. You get what you get. It's inside the national park. That's the convenience. We are up early before sunrise here, and we're gonna head over to Door Trail first, and that probably has the best sunrise view. I'm still a little tired. I literally just woke up and crawled into the front seat and started it up. Breakfast is going to be pretty simple. I'll have my typical Mountain Dew kickstart, and I bought honey buns yesterday morning. And as you can see, it's all one big long parking lot to get to the Door Trail, the Window Trail, and the Notch Trail. This is the most popular trail in the park. At 1.5 miles total out and back, it's not as bad as some people may lead you to believe. There is a log ladder that some people find scary, but I don't even really think the ladder's all that necessary. It's just a fun element added to make it more interesting. There are some areas of the trail that pass pretty close to the cliff edge, but I've done this trail several times, and it's safe, as long as you act safely.
That's a little bit of a drop there.
The trail ends at a notch in the cliff wall overlooking the White River Valley. Well, since it's not too crowded today, I'm going to go ahead and do the fossil exhibit trail. This is an easy quarter-mile boardwalk with fossil replicas and information boards along the way. There are no actual fossils here on the trail, just information on the types of fossils that have been found in the park. But if you're interested, there is an open fossil preparation lab in the park's main visitor center.
It's a nice, short, easy trail. All accessible boardwalk. Very nice. dying to become a fossil. See? The National Park Service does have a sense of humor. That was very strange. At the end of that trail, I got approached by somebody claiming to be rehabilitated from 16 years of coke and crack addiction and alcoholism, and he claimed to be a healer and wanted to know if he could lay his hands on my back and pray for me. Now, I don't know what religion you are or if you are religious, and it doesn't matter to me. I don't care what religion you are or what you believe. Everybody should believe whatever they want to believe. I had a hard time believing that this guy was going to lay his hands on me and pray for me and heal me like he claimed. So, you know, I'm sure he meant well and his heart was in the right place, and I really did appreciate the thought, but it didn't feel right to me. So I said, no thank you. I appreciate it very much, but no thank you. I'm quite content with the way I am. He seemed a little shocked that I said no. But I've been this way for over 10 years. I'm sorry. The best doctors have told me that surgery's not possible. I'll never stand straight again. To me, it's a miracle that I'm walking at all, let alone doing these incredible trails that I'm doing. I have come a far, far way, mostly due to my own hard work and positive thinking. So, I don't want to say anything bad about people like that who believe they have healing powers. Believe what you want to believe. It didn't feel right to me, and I just didn't want to be a part of it. So I politely said no. And I am quite content with the way I am, the way I look, and who I am. So I just wanted to share that. That just seemed very, very strange to me. Very, very strange. The guy claimed that he saw someone like me in a Walmart one day. He put his hands on his back and prayed for him, and the guy stood up straight. Now, that very well may have happened, but my brain is screaming BS. You know, for all I know, the next thing the guy would have been asking for money for praying.
Yeah, I've always had a pretty reserved and somewhat timid personality. Certain other types of people can pick up on that and sometimes mistake it for weakness. But if I feel like someone's playing me or trying to take advantage of me, I can get untimid real fast. Luckily, this guy took the second or third no for an answer, and we both went our separate ways and continued our imperfect lives.
Excuse me, sir. Would you happen to know where the prairie dog town is? No? Okay.
And with that, I'm moving on, heading west. So be sure to tune in for the next episode, and we'll see you then.
All drug. Are you sure you don't want to go to Waldrug? Are you sure? Oh, last chance. Last chance.